to go to the 2 hole. So we like the way he's been swinging the bat and taking good at bats.
When you face a lineup that's averaging 5.5 runs a game for pitcher and catcher, can it be almost as mentally taxing as it is physical because of the focus that has to be pitch to pitch?
Yeah, this is one of the best offenses in baseball. We know that. The names are big, but they have holes. There's ways to get every hitter out, and our pitchers and catchers do a great job of game planning. Carl and the pitching team do a great job of preparing, and we believe in our pitchers and going out and getting outs. It's really all you have to think about. Get each out. Doesn't matter who's in the box. Know their tendencies. Know how to get them out. Go execute, and then we'll put some runs on the board.
Even I was not in Detroit, so Nick Enright, could you just talk about what an amazing story it is for him to be pitching down the majors?
Yeah, it was such a cool moment yesterday for Nick Enright and his family. Just battling through cancer, battling through numerous injuries, and then getting to make your major league debut on strikeout cancer weekend. You can't draw it up. Just one of those cool things. And just getting to watch him, 2 scoreless innings. He's got really good stuff, and we haven't seen him pitch really since spring of 24. But just to see all that he's persevered through different organizations, coming back to Cleveland and getting to make his major league debut with the Guardians, it was a really special day yesterday for Nick and his family, and really fortunate we were there to watch it.
Your time with him, Nick, has been brief. He's only been up here a couple of days, but what have you noticed about the kind of person that he is?
I mean, just given what he's going through and has been through, and he's just happy. He's calm. Nothing seems to rattle him. I mean, clearly, but just he's a fighter. He's somebody who just is so appreciative of every day that he has, and just wants to go out and pitch and do what he loves. He's fun to be around. He's a kind person. You wouldn't think he's got this killer instinct when he gets on the mound, but he does, just because he's so gentle and kind, and just really, really happy getting to know him.
We've seen Yamamoto this season, impressed from him from afar.
Yeah, I mean, he's one of the best starters in the league. Gets you to fish underneath with the splitter and the curve, and he lives down and away to lefties with the fastball split combination, and then tries to wrap the curveball underneath inside corner. So we got our work cut out for us. There is some mistakes, but we have to take what he gives us. He feasts on people trying to get big on him. So we need to stay in the middle of the field the other way, and hopefully throw some hits out there and string something together.
You say that your work's cut out for you. Obviously, what you saw yesterday, what you'll see next couple of days, does that keep? Not that guys are not motivated, but does that kind of keep everybody's attention up that you're playing the teams you're playing when you're playing?
Yeah, I think as a whole, hitters want to face the best. You want to measure yourself up against the best, just like a pitcher. You want to measure yourself up against the best. That's what Major League Baseball is. Every night, you're going against the best players in the world. You got to bring your A game every single day in the big leagues. You cannot take one day off, because these are elite athletes and the best at their craft in the world, and they will make you pay. So you have to bring your A game, and this has definitely been a tough stretch for us, and it doesn't get any easier tonight.
Talking about that, I know Ohtani was throwing yesterday. We're not going to see him pitch, but just when you look at all their offensive numbers and see a guy lead in almost every category, what stands out to you about Ohtani?
The consistency at which he competes, whether he's hitting, pitching, I've seen him when he's doing both. It's an incredible sight when he's pitching and hitting lead off or third in a game that he's starting pitching. It's just, we have never seen a talent like that in the big leagues ever. And it's just really special to watch him play. And I think you guys know by now, I love watching the best baseball players in the world play, whether they're on our team or not. And it's truly remarkable what Ohtani has done and continues to do.
What's it been like seeing Betts' evolution? Because started his career in the outfield, and then your team shifts to being almost a daily infielder.
He's one of the best athletes in the world. I think he's multiple 300 games bowling. I mean, you give Mookie a sport, he'll be one of the best at it. He's just a tremendous athlete. The ability to play premium positions both in the infield and outfield, it's truly special, and that's why he's one of the best players in the world.
With that, Stephen, what do you think the expanded interleague play has done for the popularity of baseball? When the Dodgers are here, people get to see Ohtani and Betts live. What do you think that's done for baseball?
It's made it really great for the fans. The fans get a chance to watch, you know, at least every other year, see every player come through their hometown. It's a lot more work for the staff, but it's definitely something that's become a really cool thing with our game. You know, you look at, there's players, you know, Ryan Braun, teammate of mine, never got to play at Camden Yards. You know, the guy plays 13 years in the big leagues. Now every player, if you spend 2 full seasons in the big leagues, you'll have played at all 30 stadiums. So it's created a lot more opportunities for people to just enjoy the entirety of the league. And I think the balanced schedule has been a really good change.
I feel like with the expanded wild card and everything, it's kind of balanced things out too late in the season because everybody sees each other at least 3 times.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of things, good and bad, that have come with expanded playoffs, but it definitely keeps more teams in the race longer.
I know you never get tired of talking about Hosey, but when you start approaching a 20-game hitting streak, especially in the modern game with relievers as talented as they are, what stands out about him and guys maybe you've seen in the past that they're able to separate the story of the streak and just continue on what they're doing?
Well, the difference between Hosey and we talked about Ohtani and Betts, these elite players, these are the elite players in the game. They don't change who they are on a day-to-day basis. They stay consistent. So when they start to get into a groove or they start to rattle some good games together, they keep that going because they don't come out of their approach. They don't come out of who they are and what makes them great. And that consistency is what separates the elite players from the really good players. They bring the same tenacity, the same swing, the same approach, you know, a lot more often than the other players. And that's really the big separator.
I love that answer, but like I think the common person say, well, why doesn't everybody do that? Why can't everybody keep the same approach? Why is that so difficult? I guess is what I'm
Not as good. They're convicted in who they are. They know what makes them great and they stick to it. It doesn't matter who's on the mound. It doesn't matter who they're playing against. They go take their at bat and they take it more consistently than most.
Gonna ask Fry and Bieber.
Yeah. So Fry is playing in Columbus and Bieber's throwing a live BP today. And if his week continues to go well, he's slated to start an Arizona League game on Saturday. But we have to go a day at a time still.
Is there a timetable for Fry once he gets to Columbus? Is that a week at a time?
Yeah, again, with our rehab calendars, we go 1 week at a time. You know, and I don't, off the top of my head, I don't recall the date where he's eligible with the 60-day IL. I know there is a date where he's available, but we take it a day at a time, week at a time.